Hello everyone, this is Ben from iFormBuilder. We've had a few requests recently from customers wanting to take iFormBuilder data and push it into a fillable PDF form. So you're actually taking records and fields submitted in iFormBuilder and putting those fields and mapping them to a PDF document. So what I wanted to do is make a short video here on just show you how to do this process using one of the solutions I've found. So it actually uses 3 different platforms. The first being iFormBuilder, the next being Zapier, and the third one being WebMerge. And I'll go into each of these in a little more detail here in just a minute. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to iFormBuilder.com, and once you're signed up and you have a form that you want to use created, then once you have that, then you're set to go. So I have a medical examination form that I'm going to use today. So what we want to do is make sure you have that form and have at least one piece of data in there so you can map it to the PDF. So I have one record currently in there. So now we're going to go into the WebMerge side of things. So what WebMerge does is it takes data that can either be manually entered into here or it can be dynamically entered, which is the way we're going to do it. But it can be manually entered into here into a PDF form, and it maps it out on PDF or on a Word doc as well. So we're going to click here to create a new document, and we'll name it Medical Exam 1. And you can build your own form, upload a fillable PDF or a Word doc, but we're going to do a PDF today. So I'm going to browse for the PDF that I've created here. So it's VA Physical Form Fillable, so open that up, and I'm going to create the document. Now what it's doing is it's searching through this PDF form and looking for fillable fields that it may have. Alright, so, and you'll see it was successful. If there were no fillable fields, it would not be successful. So we're going to go through here. We can go to the next step and test our document. We're not actually going to do that today because the Zapier side of things takes care of that. So we'll go to the next step here, and the next step to publish it. So once it's published, now Zapier can recognize it when it is being used. So now we're going to go into Zapier. And I've already created an account in here, so I want to create a new Zap. And now we're going to select a trigger and an action service. So the trigger service is going to be a webhook coming right from iFormBuilder. And we're going to use the retrieve pull, so it's going to actually pull this data feed URL and then push it into the action that we're going to select. So the action is going to be a WebMerge, and Zapier is actually integrated directly with WebMerge, so we use Zapier as the middleman between iFormBuilder and WebMerge, and we can get this accomplished. So we select the action we want to do, and we want to send the data to our merge URL. So we select continue, and we can select continue again. And now I want to select our WebMerge account. So I've already linked up my account, but if you did not, you want to select connect a different WebMerge account. So Ben's WebMerge account, and I'm going to test it just to make sure it's working. My account is good. We'll continue, and now we're going to take the data feed URL, which is JSON, from iFormBuilder and paste it into this URL field. So we'll go into iFormBuilder, select the medical examination form, and there's the JSON feed, so we'll select the JSON, and we will copy the action URL. And we're going to paste it into this URL field, and you want to append the fields and username equals the username that you're using, and password equals the password. So what I did here is I created a sole user with no company admin rights, but it has view rights to see this form that I've created, the medical examination form. And once you have that, then we select continue. And since we've already created our WebMerge document, it will appear right on here. So we select the down arrow and medical exam. And it's just going to actually load all the fields from this medical examination document that we have. So we have the patient's name here, so we're going to go and select all the fields from iFormBuilder data. So this actually just pulled in the first set of iFormBuilder data. This is the one record I have submitted. So it's going to take in all this information. So it'll take in my patient's name, and we're going to select them, and this is how it maps it onto the PDF. So we'll select my name, my social security number. We'll go down here to name of examining. We'll find it here. Oh, you can actually search in here as well. Name of examining, hospital. And the telephone number. And then we can take an email address. And we'll skip these fields here for now, just for demo purposes, and we'll go down to weight. We'll add in some height. And we'll add in blood pressure, and then we'll be good to go. Actually, we don't have blood pressure in here, so we'll select continue. And just for demo purposes, I didn't fill out all of this, but we'll see that it's working here, and it's going to. So we're going to skip this next step because we don't need to sample pull. We already saw that it is coming through correctly. So we're going to name this zap iFormBuilder mapped to PDF. So we're going to make this zap live. And what that's doing is now, whenever records come in, they will automatically be sent out through Zapier into the WebMerge document, and they will be posted online. So now I'm going to go to my device and actually submit a record. So I'm turning on a tool we use called Reflection that actually displays the device here. So just a minute here while it loads. Alright, so we'll open the medical examination form. I'm going to create a new one here. So the patient is going to be John. Their social security number in. Some height information. 5'9" We'll add some weight. They're 189. Pulse will be 98 beats per minute. And then the hospital address. Apple Lane, Herndon, Virginia. Right, and then we'll add in the telephone number and the last bit of information here. And the email address, so josh@gmail.com. Done. Alright, so now what it's doing is it is submitting this data, and what it's going to do now is within 15 minutes, it will update. We are actually using a pool of the data, so it does not run as fast as a post as if we were posting it on XML. But what we're doing with this JSON is fine for what we need for these demo purposes. So once this data is uploaded, we're going to run the Zapier map to PDF. You don't have to run this manually, but I am now, so it looks and gets this process accomplished faster. So we'll look over here and we'll check our reports and see how it's working. So you will see if medical exam will have a 2 there if it runs the second one correctly. So you'll see I did wait a few minutes here and the medical exam came through correctly, so now we have a total of 2. So if I go into my mail and I'll see here's the form that came through, so they'll send you an email. And I actually saved it to my desktop, so I will go and open it up and show you the data that's inside of it. So you'll see that all the information came through. We can format this to be smaller, but for now it works fine this way. So we have our social security number, our height and weight came through, and I didn't fill out these fields as you saw, so that's why they didn't come through correctly. But Josh Sanders, telephone number, examining email address, as well as the hospital address. So that all came through fine. So this is a really great way to use this if you want to map any data to PDFs. If your clients need information in this certain format, it will work great. So thanks for listening, and I hope this video was helpful. Look for more videos coming soon on how to integrate iFormBuilder with other outside solutions. Thanks.